with this snare. I am here. I'm just trying to get this bloody camera to work. Ah, there we go. I don't know what it was playing at. I am Judd, by the way. So that's the link pinned. Um, I've had a slight play about it, Amjad. Not too much. Like some photos, I just tried animating them. That's sort of the only thing I've done on them at the moment. Just ooh, I don't think Callum's got that many followers. Amjad, congratulations! And he's been taking a bit of a break because he's been bunged up to, he's had a sore throat. So I'll see how it goes tonight. And yeah, because Richard says he's only coming on a Saturday. So if I don't get anybody on panel, I'll go for about an hour and then, you know, anyway. But I, I, is he live? Can you see whether or not he's live, Andrew? Because he said he was sort of a bit like that today, whether or not he was going live. Even though he says he does feel better, but anyway. So, I don't really know because I don't go on TikTok. Well, I don't go on TikTok. Full stop. See if I can. Let's have a look. I hadn't really delved into it a lot, Amjad. So I don't really know. Um, you know. So, oh, I've just seen it. Have you done a video? Oh, I don't know whether Callum's live or not. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, if I'm honest, Amjad, I'm the same. The only drawback with Gemini is it doesn't allow you to do videos. Now, that's the drawback for me. Everything else, it's good. Um, yeah, I've just been watching it. It came up straight away about your 2K followers. But yeah, it's, how can I put it? Um, I'm not very technological. So for me, and I need something that's easy and, that it can do what I want it to do. If you get that, you know what I mean. But so you know, But I sort of played about with it on my phone. Sort of animating some of the pictures, if you know what I mean. But I'm still in early stages at the moment. You know, getting to know what's what, and therefore, you know what I mean. But but yeah, Gemini is so easy to do. Hi, Bria, how are you? Gemini is so easy to do, and it does what you ask it to do, basically. Well, most of the time, you know. Um, Sometimes you're not happy with what it's created, so you just say, "Can you do this or can you do that?" You know what I mean? And yeah, but I mean, I'll show you the one that I did for this week's baking, and I'm quite happy with that. It's sort of you know host, and it outlines exactly what I'm making. You know what I mean? Um, and you put live tonight at 9 p.m. UK time. How to make it does what it says on the can. Our Callum's been a bit off it. Bria, he's got a cold and he's had a sore throat and um, but he's getting better. I mean, he were rumming and gnawing whether or not to go live on TikTok tonight because they haven't been live. So I don't know whether he has or he hasn't. I don't know. But we've had some rain today. It has been a little bit cooler. Um, but yeah, we've had some rain. Want coffee? Yes, please. But I did it ages ago. Not that anybody will probably come up, but hey ho. Uh, there you go. Now, talking of the baking tomorrow, I've got a proper silicon Swiss roll thing, and I've never used it. Bought it ages ago, and I've never used it. Now, um, supposedly with these silicon liners, you supposedly are able to roll it straight from the tin or silicon, whatever it's called, and I'm sort of a bit, because with the recipe it says to do it in a tin, and then you put a tea towel down, sprinkle top before you get it out of tin with icing sugar, and then you turn it onto the tea towel, and then roll the tea towel and everything up. So I'm sort of in a bit of a quandary what to do. Do I follow the recipe or do I use that um, silicone Swiss roll thing? I don't know. I don't know what to do. So, but it's got to be a lot simpler than putting a tea towel down and then rolling your tea towel. You actually roll the tea towel up with the tea towel. Now the old thing of this thing is you roll it as you go in, you know, and the greaseproof paper with it. I don't know what to do. But yeah, that's the quandary. I'm thinking, should I give that thing a whirl? Baby, you know when you come through, you know in that first set of drawers near this door, right at the very bottom, there's a silicone thing still in its wrapper. Silicone thing still in its wrapper? Yeah. There's a silicone thing still in its wrapper. See, still in its wrapper, I've never used it. I'll put extra to it. Now, the idea of this is, but the thing that I'm worried about is it's not very deep. So, the amount that I make, is it going to leak over the sides? That's the thing. And that is specifically for making Swiss rolls. So, yeah. And you've seen it's just come out at wrapper. Hi, Jason. Yeah, not too bad. It's all right out now, Jason. I'm just smarting off. I've had this. I'm making a Swiss roll tomorrow, you see. And this is, obviously, you can see it's like silicone, specifically for Swiss rolls. And the idea is that you line it, and when it comes out the oven, you actually, roll it with that. I don't know. Yeah. So that's my quandary at the moment, because you see in the recipe it says to put a tea towel down and actually roll it with a tea towel. Well, that's kind of the same thing, isn't it? Really. So what? That Swiss roll that I'm making tomorrow. Yeah. Well, supposedly you line it with greaseproof paper, and when you make the Swiss roll, what you see in the recipe, it says to put a tea towel down and roll it with a tea towel. Well, this, you're supposed to be able to go like that, and it rolls it for you. Oh, you know what I mean? And I've never used it. Try it once. That's what Bria said. It's worth a try. Yeah, that's what it's specifically made for. But yeah, the recipe that I've got calls for you to, when it's out of oven, obviously line it in and whatever, sprinkle it with icing sugar, then turn it onto a tea towel, and then actually roll the tea towel into this Swiss roll. I don't know what to do. I can give it a try. Can't lose anything, except it comes out crap. Do you think, oh, where should I use this? Well, this is it. It's, should I do it in a normal tray and do it how they tell you to do it, or should I use that and actually just roll it up with a greaseproof paper? I don't know. It's a case of watching this space anyway, see what happens. So I'm trying to find recipe, and then I can read out to you what it tells you to do. Yeah. And really, they're not really condoms. You see, this recipe has actually got a video to it, and she does it in a tea towel.
There's the condoms, the battery.
It says, lightly grease the bottom and sides of a 17 by 11 inch large baking sheet, or a 15 by 10 inch jelly roll pan. Now, that in America is called a jelly roll pan, wherever it is.
Musician, isn't he?
Eh?
He's a musician, isn't he?
Right. So it says, pour the batter into the prepared pan and spread it out evenly in a thin layer. Bake for 9 to 11 minutes until it springs back when pressed gently. And it goes on to say, be careful not to overbake or it will dry out the surface. Transfer the pan to a wire rack and let cool for just a minute so it is easier to handle. Dust the top of the cake evenly with icing sugar or cocoa powder. Run a knife along the edges of the pan to release the cake and then invert it onto a clean kitchen towel or another large piece of parchment paper. I find you'll have less chance of it cracking if you use a kitchen towel. It says gently peel off the top layer of parchment that the cake was baked in, and while the cake is still warm, gently roll it into a reasonably tight log starting from the short side and incorporating the kitchen towel or parchment as you are rolling. And then you allow it cool down completely. So yeah, that is, yeah, I'm still not sure. do we use the tried and tested, and use a baking tin, or do I use that? I don't know. You see, the thing that's off-putting about that is it's only like that deep, and if I pour all that stuff into there, I barefoot. How are you? You see, that's the conundrum at the moment. Yes. Well, these is, yeah.
Yeah, she knows.
Yeah. But at the moment, these is redundant because Chris has packed up smoking and is just vaping. Yeah, he's been off the actual cigarettes because he used to do both. You see, he used to have the occasional cigarette and then the vape as well. But is yeah, stopped the cigarettes altogether and is just doing the vape.
Off the fags. You should be off the fags for 8 days now. That's what he Google translate that.
Yeah. Yeah, it means fags. Cigarettes.
Push a button
funny thing is, Jason, I just ordered a new rolling machine. And I don't think I'll be able to do, a cake in that, do you? But yeah, just bought that just as he decided to give up. Anyway. we'll see. I've got mine going. I bet you can hear it. It's not as warm as it has been, but it's still a bit on the warm side. Bite-sized Swiss rolls. Oh, well done. 1979, that's some years. It's all right, I'm just looking at my arm because I've been for my B12 today and she made it bleed and she don't normally. And it's just like an injection and I have to have them every 12 weeks. And I was just thinking, you know, it's very unusual that she makes it bleed, plus it's frigging hell. And still, Chris is still having trouble with his left eye. He's got to go back. He says, I can't put up with this. Can't put up with this. See, that's the left eye is the one that he had the cataract done in. Now he went back and they said that it's probably some dirt or something behind the lens that they fitted. And they said...
It's always like in morning, it's fine. Just because it's been working right, all day, like when it gets to mid-afternoon, that's when it starts all going blurry.
Yeah. And basically they said that in order to get rid of this debris, they're going to have to zap him with a laser. So... Hiya, Flippy Floppy. How are you? But, so yeah. You know, it's one thing having the cataract in his eye removed, but then sort of, I don't know how long it is. Is it 2 years since you've had it done? Oh dear. You ain't got the dreaded lurgy, have you? But, you know, Callum's been... had the lurgy or got the lurgy, and he says it's just going right now. But I mean, I were debating whether or not to go live tonight because I've had, I don't know, I've had a bit of a jippy tummy. I felt sick, but I weren't actually sick. But it were one of them like sickly feelings right in pity of stomach. So I was rumming and ahhing. I went to bed for a bit. See if I... Oh, been there, done that, and got the t-shirt. Except I was stuck in bath for about an hour. Because I actually slipped while, you know. And, yeah, Chris thought we were going to have to phone fire brigade. But I managed to get myself out eventually after about an hour. That was a nightmare, weren't it? When I got stuck in bath.
Eh?
I says when I got stuck in bath.
Oh, God, yeah.
We got there eventually, but I've got all the bruises to prove it. All down my left side here. On me, like where my hip is. Oh God, it was black and blue.
Ouch.
Yeah, I know. Well, you see, The only thing that I did was bang all my left leg up. But the fact that I was actually stuck in the bath, I couldn't turn round, I couldn't get up, it's terrible. And I tell you, Chris will tell you, I was there for about, well, it might have been more than an hour trying to get out of bloody bath. Put all towels in bottom of bath so I'd got more traction, you know what I mean? We tried everything, we did. He told me to hang out off at side, hang head first over side at baths, thinking that, the momentum, but no. I bet it did. I tell you something, though, I was like that after I'd got myself out. You know what I mean? Chris will tell you, it shot my nerves to bits. And I tell you, it were a silly thing how it happened, because I've got a stool that you put in the bath so I can have a shower and whatever. So I'd had my shower and everything, and I lift myself up off the stool, and Chris had pulled the stool away, and I just slipped. So I slipped back into the bath. But now, since then, when I get myself up and he'll say, "Are you right? Are you sure? Do you want me to take the stool away?" You know what I mean? So we make sure I've got, a good footing before he takes the stool away. Because if I did say him, the stool would still be there and I could just sit down back on the stool. But that time, I got up, he took the stool away, and of course I slipped. And you know what I mean? But it shakes you up. It does shake you up. And cost them, I mean, Chris were, he was shook up as well for the fact that he thought I was stuck in bath. And, with my size and everything, it were hard to manoeuvre. And I tried turning over to get onto my knees, and, then I tried to pull one of my legs from under me so I could sort of get traction to get, nothing worked. And that's why, he sort of laid all towels all down in bottom of the bath. So I'd got some traction. Hi, partners.
Okay.
But yeah, even Chris, I mean, because since we've had that new bath, it's a lot deeper than, I mean, I used to have a bath before they put that new bath in, because I could manage that. But since they put this new bath in, it's a lot deeper. So there's no chance of me getting out of that. And even Chris can't do it, and he's a lot more able-bodied than what I am. So we all resigned to a shower. But I keep saying I'm going to get in touch with council, see if they can put me a wet room in, but they want to know ins and outs. I don't think it's a smaller bath. I think it's just the fact that it's a lot deeper. Yeah.
I think it's a little bit smaller. Most bathtubs are at one end.
Yeah. There's where the taps are now, the opposite end. Whereas before they were like where sink basin is, they were at that end. So they've swapped the taps round to other end, for the fact that they took out the electric shower, and we've now got one that, you pull up and down for a bath, shower, whatever, and these things that, anyway. I mean, same as I said to Chris, I'm not bothered either way, so long as I can have some sort of a bath, shower, you know what I mean? And it like when we were on holiday in our ensuite bathroom, it was just a shower cubicle, you see. So I took me thing with me, and it was great because it were like a shower. Well, you know, a great big long. What's some things at bottom anyway? So it was lovely. It went too high a step. The one that went to in Flamborough, it was like 2 or 3 steps up, and I said to Chris, I can't manage them steps just to get in shower. And it was like it was one of these where it was too enclosed, so it might freshen it up a bit. But we've sort of had like it's been on and off all day, this rain. How many sweeteners you put in here? How many sweeteners you put in here? Tastes a bit sweet.
Sorry. I couldn't remember whether I put any in or not, so I
put some more in.
Safe side, obviously I have, so.
Do you know?
That's it. I think they're going to come in now, are they?
Where are they?
Out here somewhere.
I thought they might have been in the bungalows.
Cars or something.
But anyway, there's a link up there if anybody wants to.
Pencil case for you. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, no, that's the sheet.
See,
that's what my batteries come in a little bag.
It always sort of saves me these kind of things because you never know when they're going to come in handy, do you? I mean, let's say, for instance, if I'd have got that when we went on holiday, I could have put some tissues or something in that and put it in my handbag. But anyway, there you go.
That's all it for the Proxel, which I found. I bought another one, I lost it.
Yeah, it says to me the other day, says, have you seen my prop tool? And what it is, it's just like like one of them wrenches that take your wheel nuts off. And that's all it is. It's like one of them things that it's like that a lot. But you can take it's got
positive driver's got a flat head.
Like an hexagon thing as well.
That's to take your screws off your props.
And a plastic on that end and like a screwdriver thing. Anyway, so he says to me, have you seen my prop thing? Prop tool. I went, why would I know where it is. I says, I don't have no to do with it. So we ordered another one because he couldn't find it. And then he found it. And he's got like these things.
Lipo safety fire boats.
Yeah, well, they're like lipo safety. You put your batteries in just in case, Yeah, so they don't set alight. And one of them, he says, oh, that's where it is. It like got stuck under it.
Stuck on, it's like Velcro.
Yeah.
And it got stuck in some Velcro.
So now,
obviously, when I pulled that out, it was stuck.
Yeah.
So I thought, I know, because I was going out, I says, I'll charge my batteries up. So when I opened it, you think fell out, didn't it?
So now he's got 2.
I've got 2 now. Oh well. Having one more is better than one less.
Well, that's it. You've always got a spare, haven't you?
We want one for a £5. Never used.
Hi, Manilow. How are you? Are you at the hospital, Manilow, or are you still under the care of the fantastic NHS? Have they set you free? mean, I don't know if anybody's going to come up tonight or not. Richard says he's only going to be coming up on a Saturday night, so I don't know. Eh? We'll see. I'll go for about an hour in. If nobody comes up, then I'll be off skis. Oh, I'll keep everything crossed for you, Manolo. How are you feeling anyway? I hope you're feeling a lot better. Did they zap you? You know, because you said the other day something about laser treatment. But well, there's a new 50p coming out. I forgot where it is now. I seen it the other day, and I forget where it said it were. Yeah, they've got a new Spitfire one. Look, I bet Gary'd be interested in that. Oh God, not the best.
Well, look on bright side. At least you don't have to leg it to love it.
But that ain't the one that's seen. I mean, they've even done a Concorde one. They normally take it out before they let you go, Manolo. Well, that's it. I mean, they probably just put that catheter in just as a, just to be on the safe side. Hi, Kyle. How are you? Or is it Karen? But yeah, they always do that. I mean, I've been there, done that, and I've got T-shirt on that one. I know what that's like. They're not the best. I mean, I kind of put this. We're women, you've got more wiggle room, but we're man, they put it down the old Jap thigh, you know what I mean? So it's got to be uncomfortable. But yeah, you know what I mean? And the worst thing about it is when they take it out. But anyway, so yeah, been there, done that, got T-shirt. Probably several times. But I know, it's annoying, isn't it? But the best thing about it, when I had mine fitted, I were always feeling like I wanted to go to the toilet. It made me feel like I wanted to go to the toilet. But, it's there for a reason, and it's to take it straight out your bladder, you know what I mean? Oh, you've had it both ends then, Manolo. Oh, God, they awful, them enemies. Oh, my giddy eye. Well, there's one thing, Manolo, you can say you've had a good clear out. You know what I mean? But see, when they crushed my man with gallstones, though, they weren't kidney stones, but they aren't the same sort of, you know, footing, they crushed mine because it were blocking my bile duct, and that's where all, you know, crap goes. Chris says at least can't take the piss and you're not full of shit. Hi Stuart, how are you? But oh dear. I think there's only me got empathy for you, Manolo, because I've been there and I know how bloody horrible it is. But, you know, I'll not be taking the piss out of you. But, so there you go. You'll be all right once you're back in your own environment, Manolo. At least you can take it easy then and know you can rest and recuperate, as they say. Oh, pardon me. What you bollocksing at?
I said when I didn't want to try to do some edits as Barry goes and do me and it's pissed off.
It's not magic, it's a beyond my... That's exactly it, Manolo. You know. But I swear when onwards and upwards, Manolo. You know, I swear that when I had mine crushed, they knew what were going to come because they stuck me in the bed right next to the toilet and I was dashing. Yeah. Practically all day. And I kept thinking, God, surely there's no more to come out. And it were all this, because your bile duct is like your waste pipe, if you know what I mean. And because it were blocked with, a gallstone, this build up of crap. So once they got shut of it, you know, it's got to go somewhere. You know what I mean? You see, I've got empathy for him, Stuart, because I've been there, I've done that. You know, but mine were gallstones, whereas Manilo's kidney stones. But yeah, you know, the pain, you know, and then everything that goes with it, you know. But, you know, you've got to look on it on the bright side, Manolo. You know, it'll be whipped out tomorrow. You'll be on your way home. You know, you better recuperating at home than you are in a hospital bed. I mean, that's what I always say. But, you know, it's sometimes life throws you these curveballs and you have to go with the flow and just, you know, go with the flow of things. Yeah, that's it. But then after I'd had all that done, I had some blood work done, and they found out that my kidney were failing and my liver were failing. So they says, well, we're buggered if we do and we're buggered if we don't. So I had to have an operation, and this were all before keyhole surgery. And I've got a scar that big. And I had no end of trouble after that. I had abscesses on my scar. Oh, you know what I mean? And it sent like one thing after another. You know, I thought, you know, I've had my gallbladder out now. You know, it's back home, get back on my feet, get my strength up. No, it's got, you know, And how it happened, when they stitched me back up, because it's like about a 9-inch scar, they'd put the stitches in too tightly, and that's what has caused the abscesses. So I had to go to doctors every week to have these abscesses drained before it could heal properly. So yeah, it's not just, you're thinking you're home and dry after you've had your operation, but no, it throws you something else at you. Plus, I've got a 6-month-old as well, because I started with the gallstones when I was pregnant, and that's the curved balls of all curved balls, having gallstones and being pregnant at the same time. And I tell you, the stupid thing about it were, I was pregnant, I got these gallstones, and I was in agony this particular night. And I worked with Chris and I worked with my ex, and I says, I can't stand this pain any longer. I says, you're going to have to take me down to accident and emergency. Anyway, this female doctor took me into a side room, right? Just had a look down below, and she says, well, you're not in labour. I says, no, I'm not in labour. I says, this is my 3rd child. I says, I know when I'm in labour. And she just says, go and take some paracetamols. And that's the British National Health Service for you. She just determined I wasn't in labour and says, go home and take some paracetamols, like they did any good. But anyway, only a person that sort of either had kidney stones or gallstones knows what you're talking about. It's absolute agony. But anyway, there you go. What's this? Yeah. I says, give me childbirth any day, Manilow, because the pain that I had with them gallstones was excruciating. Right, a question for Part Nest. It says, new MOT test changes introduced today were a big significant step forward for drivers. So what's that all about? And for once, a down to earth, the Jeremy Clarkson Farmers Choir won Britain's Got Talent. It's about time some, normal people won it. That's it. You just want to look after yourself, Manilow. Same as Richard said other night, just tweak your diet a little bit, I mean, I still do it now. I mean, when I were having my gallstone, when I got my gallstones, everything I picked up, I looked for fat content of it, because that's what sets your gallstones off, fat content. And I still do it now. It's something, I can't break the habit. I always look at the protein and the fat content and blah de blah, everything. And I kid you not, right? I thought, we'll have it was sort of, warmer weather. I thought, we'll have a salad. Got some ham off the bone, cut all fat off it, so it was just the raw meat. I had lettuce, tomatoes, cucumber, you know, everything that you'd have on a salad, a boiled egg. And I was in agony after I'd eaten that. And you know where it were? It was the seeds in the tomatoes that started it off. Oh, I just read it. I just seen it, and it just says something about you know, something coming into effect today. Well, I'll not be again. I'll tell you that for no, Stuart. That ship sailed quite a while ago. But yeah, so just be careful what you eat, and you know, and if you know that, if you know the triggers, what triggers it off, then avoid it. You see, I couldn't really have anything dairy either. You know what I mean? Because of the fat content of it. But for, you know, quite a while, everything I eat, I had to double, triple check, you know. And then I ended up in hospital, and this were after the you know, the one in my bile duct. They transferred me back to my normal hospital. Says, right, we'll discharge you. Just be careful of what you're eating and blah, blah, blah. I only had a week, and they took me back in to start me off. I thought, well, I can't get away from this frigging place. So, yeah, I only set free for a week, and then they took me back in to start me off with, you know, said pregnancy. Mind you, a good weight, he was £8, and he were only 37 weeks, born at 37 weeks. So, I mean, when you, this is the thing, later in life, I mean, like me, you look at all things that you've gone through in your life, you know what I mean? I had to have a lump removed off my knee. I had this gallbladder, but that was before keyhole surgery. You know what I mean? You know, the things that you know that you've gone through in your life, it sort of makes you look back on your life, what you've done and what you should have done, or what you've not done and you should have done. But I get till I've been on here an hour, and if nobody comes up, then you know I'm not going to sit here yakking away to myself all night. So I'll be totally and brutally honest with you. I'm not sitting here all night just yakking away. But
I think it's safe to say, like a dreaded rat.
They've got more sense than to stop eating that lot.
The thing is, cut grass, well, gardeners cut grass, you can all get by the time it cuts it again, it's going to be like a jungle.
They both went through. But is it raining where you are, Stuart? It's got deadly quiet. Well, there you go, Stuart. When you come and take my advice, you feel a bit better for it. You know what I mean? Just watch what you're eating and live a fun-filled life. I take it that's some lyrics from a song. Oh, I'm coming on here, and my back's killing me. My shoulders have been killing me. It's like a weather forecast. My body it lets you know. I think it was trying to tell me that we were expecting rain. But it's the thing that it's called life experience, Stuart. It's life experience. I've never broke a bone in my body. I've had sprains, I've had operations, but I've never ever broken. I've had burns on my finger. Look, you see how white my skin is on my finger? I burnt it. So, I've done a lot of things in me nearly 64 years. So, called life experience. And my outlook is, Stuart, as well. If I can help one person or advise somebody, I've done well.
I went over to get my crocs and I pulled the wire out.
Oh. Well, you were going to say you'd pulled something else out there.
Waiting for me a virtual background now. Now we're getting somewhere. Thought I'd better save the stream.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants to listen to me talking away to myself all night, partners. It's called dozy. What is?
Yeah, somebody knew Pet Shop Boys lyrics.
Oh.
It's a sin. Stuart got it straight away.
But anyway, it's I've got the advantage of having a few more years on people, so I know I've been there, done that off at time, and got the t-shirt. So yeah, I've had a lot of things, but broken bone. Oh, I know what that's like and all, Stuart. Because when Ivy's daughter, it took her weeks to clear Ivy's.
I've only ever broken one bone, and it was a metatarsal in my right foot.
It does.
But I've dislocated this shoulder, my right shoulder, twice.
I ain't had any dislocations and I ain't had any broken bones. He says family started clearing the upstairs flat. He says it feels strange. It does. And to know that we next door to an empty house, you know what I mean? Yes, somebody's bought it, but there's not been a lot going off. And it's the not knowing what's going to happen or who's going to move in or...
Yeah, you might get a Karen for a neighbour.
Oh, God. Talking of which, I seen Vicky Pollard today. Well, in fact, we were just coming back from doctors because I had my jab today. And I went... well, I'll tell you what exactly my exact words were. I says, oh, fucking hell, look at the state of that.
That's one way of putting it.
And she got this, like a toddler with baby, I don't know. Not how old it was, but she'd got a pushchair, but the toddler it were walking. Fucking feel sorry for that kid. And funny thing is, how strange and how quiet it's been today because kids is back at school. You know, it's been like heaven during the day. I mean, they haven't even been out sort of after they come because it's been raining, but yeah. I mean, where she's jabbed me, I mean, I don't really can see it. It's like a little red mark. Oh, shit. Normally, it's just a quick in, stab, job's a good in. But she's actually marked me, and it did bleed a little bit. And it stings like fucking hell. But it's something I have to have every 12 weeks. 1st of September, next one. So we all booked in for a month, 3 months' time. And then it'll be December after that.
The end of the year?
Yeah, no, it's gone quick, hasn't it? I think we're halfway
Well,
through.
we're only into June now.
Well, I mean, that's halfway through the year, isn't it?
Well, end of June's halfway through, so... Yeah.
But absolutely pissing it down here.
Well, I'm working on this one today, but it started making a bit of rattling sound again. Started yesterday, so when I was down at Aldi in Bidlington, there's a Quick Fit next door, so I took it round there, got them to have a quick look, and they said they found a drop link.
Oh, that's what we're on with.
It's one I'd replaced as well, so I must have been a bit too enthusiastic with impact. And found a bit of play in the front wheel bearing, so I fixed all that. All sorted. I'm just in the middle of
Yeah, I mean, I think that were what were wrong with Richard's, a drop link. But
yeah, it's easy enough to do. But I think power tools are a big no-no. You can damage it, or if you don't tighten it properly, it causes all sorts of problems.
So basically, you've got to replace the one that you've already replaced.
Yeah, it's my own fault, so that's what it is.
I don't think you want to go out, Biscuit. She's pissing it down.
So, broski, you will win.
But I think what is it?
You want to go out now, mate? He's chucking it down, pal.
The rubber boot.
Just wreck the joint.
We're letting the grease out. I think that's what made it wear so quickly.
Oh well, at least you've sorted it.
Yeah, they're cheap and easy to replace.
But
it gets me another video for my channel.
That's it. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, we were talking about it backstage on Saturday. It's disheartening. I mean, I've got 11 people in, but then it's normal people, the same old people that come up on the panel week after week, and people just get fed up on it. And I was saying other night, I says, it's like me baking. Yeah, they do quite well. But what people don't see is the fact that I have to buy my ingredients. I have to weigh all my ingredients out.
And you've got to get it all ready.
Yeah, and it's not just about, on the night, putting them together and creating something. It's all the other bits and bobs that go on beforehand.
Yeah. I mean, doing it live is a bit harder than just making a video.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're doing a video, if something goes wrong, then you can rectify it.
Yeah.
But on a live stream, if something goes wrong, it goes wrong.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's one shot.
Yeah, you get one shot at doing it properly.
I try not to hide stuff when I make a video. If it goes wrong, I show it.
Right.
But yeah, you know what I mean.
And
And
if I fuck up, I show me fuck ups.
this is the thing as well, partners. The point of me doing live baking in the first place is to show people that you don't have to be an experienced baker to bake.
No, you don't.
You know what I mean? And this is why I run about this bloody
Yeah. Well, you've
silicon
said it
thing.
yourself before. Baking's an exact science. You follow the
Yeah,
recipe, you get the same results.
yeah. Cooking's an art, but baking's a
Yeah.
science. You've got to get the exact amounts. You've got to have your cooker on the correct temperature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you've got to follow the recipe to the T.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you fuck up. You know what I mean? I mean, Stuart Rowan is saying, since he's been watching my channel, I've not made a mistake. It is there. I have messed up. You know what I mean?
And also, you've proved that others can do it.
Yeah.
You know, the likes of Lee, Tim, I think Ken as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
they've
you
all
know what
been
I
up.
mean? It's and this is what I'm trying to get across to people. You don't have to be an experienced baker to bake. You know what I mean? I try not to do things that's too complicated, even though I could do it myself. But I try to.
You can fit in a couple of hours live stream.
That's it. And it's like this, how can I put it? If you're a novice baker, I like to show people the more simpler recipes.
Yeah.
Saying, well, look, you can do this. Me, since I've been baking, Stuart's never seen me mess up, but there is occasionally, it's this is the thing with baking, Stuart.
Did Johnny have a go?
Yeah, and it were when his oven were
equipment malfunction.
Yeah. But
This
anyway, this is the thing. The baking, you're only as good as the equipment that you use as well.
Oh, Dame Mary Berry, when she used to work for Gasboard, demonstrating ovens, she'd bake Victoria sponge cakes.
But yeah, you know what I mean. I mean, I don't sort of say, I'm a fantastic baker and blah blah blah. I've just enjoyed baking all my life, and it's showing people that if you put your mind to it, you can do it.
Oh yeah, that concept's been proved, and I have sampled your wares.
Yeah, so has a lot of other people as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I've also sampled Tracy's baking as well. How many people can say that?
Yeah.
Apart from Johnny.
I took her. The thing is, Stuart, if I hadn't got Chris, I couldn't do the live baking. Honest to God, I couldn't do it on my own. I'm not physically capable of, doing it on my own.
Yeah, he does all legwork.
Yeah, and he knows I appreciate him.
Does all go for in.
Yeah. I mean, some of the things has rubbed off on him, as testing and whatever. He's got that down to a fine art now.
The old skewer test.
Yeah.
He used to show that on Blue Peter, when they bake stuff.
And
skewer in it.
When it comes out of oven, and he'll come in and say, I don't think this is quite cooked enough. I mean, so some of the things is rubbing off on him. You know what I mean?
He's getting to know if it's done right.
Pixie's pantry to make a return.
It says, don't expect Pixie's pantry to return anytime soon.
Be a master baker.
Yeah, I'll think of master baker.
You know what I mean? And he has done baking by himself, Stuart, because were it a birthday cake, you mean me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it goes on, Callum.
Yeah. He's made some
Well,
better.
Victoria Sponge.
Albeit it were a tray bake kind of thing, but yeah, you know, it was a success. Put it that way.
Yeah, it was for me. That's all.
I think I had what do you call it? When you have too much sugar.
Sugar rush.
Oh,
No,
sugar
that,
upload.
yeah, that
Is it caramelise or something?
So, dumping syndrome.
dumping syndrome, that's it. Because it covered it all in sweets. It got Maltesers, you know, all sorts on it. And I only had one slice, and yeah.
Sugar overload.
I sat there and I was profusely sweating and I felt sick. And
I might bake another one so I make me see straight.
But yeah, it was that sugar loaded that I had a dumping syndrome.
I'm just debating over whether to use this picture as a thumbnail for me. You know, for Mercedes videos.
Yeah.
I've got one with no background as well. It's just something I'm debating in my mind.
I mean, in his defence, Stuart, I've got to say, you know, without him, I couldn't do it.
Is he still upset because they play Wendy's again? We got Bolton.
But anyway.
I'll be all around that. Oh, we don't. I'll be joining them next season.
But yeah, it's been
stupid software. It won't let me upload it as a background. I don't know why.
I mean, all you've got to do is use that picture and then put some wording in it. I mean, you know, if you did it on Gemini, you can go back to projects that you've done before and alter them if you want.
Oh, it's worked.
Oh. But yeah, you can sort of go back to the projects that you've done before and alter them slightly.
Yeah. Well, that first one I did had to make a few tweaks to it until I found something I were happy with.
Well, that's it, Stuart. It's a case of, you know, I mean, my baking expertise, let's just say, it's things I've learnt over years. I used to help my mum bake, so that's sort of where it's all stemmed from, and you sort of add, you know. I mean, this is the thing, Stuart, with the only being you and your mum, you've had to.
Yeah.
Now I'm all right, thank you. But yeah, you know, and this is what I'm saying about, you know, whatever life throws at you, you get through it one way or another.
Yeah.
You need 2 toilets and a bath.
When a problem comes along, you must whip it.
Will you whip me? Right? Come on, then.
Is that the old Devo reference? When life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Yeah. Them things comfort.
Hi, Gary.
Hi, Gary. How are you?
Gary.
The new heads.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm not doing his nails yet. They're going to be wet because he's just going to.
Oh, the nail trimmer.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Dremel.
Well, that's it. I mean, he's tried it with the actual, like, he's got proper nail clippers.
Yeah.
You're not even let him go near him with them. But that, he had to go with other day. And Chris says, this isn't, you know, this is not doing anything. And I says, it probably needs some new heads.
You say, let me do it with that, but it won't let me go anywhere near with clippers
no. And this, like, I think 4 in a pack, I think. So they're not too bad.
You didn't spend long out there, did you, boy?
It just reminded me of a joke. Rottweiler and a German Shepherd in vets get talking. German Shepherd says, well, I'm here because I bit the postman last week, and so I'm going to get put down. Anyway, or is it the Rottweiler? No, it's a Rottweiler that says that. It says get put there. German Shepherd says, well, my owner is a beautiful blonde woman and she was bent down naked, so I come up behind and I give her one. So Rottweiler says, you getting put down as well. No, I'm getting my nails trimmed.
Come on. Okay.
There you go.
Well, lie down, Biscuit. Well, lie down, so I get it. You're not having none of these.
Yeah, diet Biscuit.
You're on a seafood and not eat it diet.
Yeah.
Aren't you? It's okay.
You've done well to lose a lot of weight, so you can carry a good weight, Biscuit.
Well, I know somebody who took the dog to vets to get put down. I says, is it mad? I says, well, I wasn't too happy about it.
God. Our Biscuit must think you've dropped off a Christmas tree. It stands there drinking water, and next minute he'll go into the door wanting to go out for a piss. He's not all that thick.
You got to be careful, Joe, when I'm drinking too much water. But
this is the thing, he does it so he can go out for a piss, so when he comes back in, he gets a treat, you see. He's not as green as he is cabbage looking. But Chris watches him. And sometimes he'll just go to bottom of the steps where he thinks Chris can't see him, but he can. Hey, where's that come from, Biscuit? Oh. But yeah. He's having a sniff because our Tucker's been sleeping on our Biscuit's bed and he's not very pleased about it.
Yeah, will be.
Anyway. So what you been up to, Gary? Anything? Nothing?
It won't be up to much since his good lady's back.
But I haven't been on that Gemini at all. I tried that. Meta AI.
Oh, that's company owns Facebook, Instagram. What else? They own
Amjad.
WhatsApp.
Really wrong. Oh, just back from Sainsbury's.
Oh dear, I must have money to burn. Or is it people when they go to Waitrose?
Yeah, Waitrose is pricey.
Or M&S. But M&S is definitely good quality, so your quality don't cost, it pays. It's all gone quiet. But yeah,
it's
still on.
I will get shut to that now.
Oh, price of fuel's starting to go down.
Yeah, we noticed today. It's slightly going down.
Yeah. The tide had turned.
I think it's about 156 for unleaded.
177.8 £7, I think, at Costco. Well, Costco I go to. Because I'm passing Leeds when I go to Caravan of a weekend, so it does make sense to swing by.
I know what you mean, Stuart. It's like finding rocking horse shit. Trying to find an NHS dentist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I found. We went to
Impossible.
Sainsbury's when we were on holiday, and well, I didn't. Chris did, and he says it were pretty reasonable.
Oh, Aldi for the win.
They've got their own.
Oh, yeah.
They from Sainsbury's. Got their own sort of like, you know.
It used to be Basics. Is that what it is now? It's a long time since I've been to Sainsbury's.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, because they change them all. The cheapest stuff.
Yeah. I mean, Chris got some. What did he get for Callum? Some chocolate spread, and that was the same thing. You know, what's it called? Stamford Street Company, and that were exactly the same.
That's cheap, Gary. 169 a litre. I've not seen that cheaper.
No, even down at our garage. I mean, unleaded is 156, I think, but the diesel price is about 189.
That's a lot.
But this is what gets me, Stuart. You know, why should you go private? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm 63. I've paid my taxes and my stamp all my life. You know, and if you can't get your teeth sorted, you know, I mean, it's like, you know, it's like buying, buying medication. And doctors will say, oh, well, it's only such and such at chemist. I don't give a shit how much it is at chemist. I get free prescriptions and I want it on my free prescription. So going to chemist to buy it. I've worked all my life.
Well, I don't think health system is about curing people. It's about the pharmaceutical companies and their profits.
And saving money. You know what I mean?
Well, NHS must hemorrhage millions, absolute millions.
But it's not. You know, I mean, for one, we can't afford to go private, and two, it's a matter of principle. But it's ridiculous, that is, Stuart. You know, trying to find an NHS dentist when they're all going private. You know, what can you do? It means you have to go private. But it's all wrong. You should be able to go to it. I mean, it's like me, because I've got like an exemption certificate because I take that levothyroxine, and that is for life. So you get, prescriptions free, you get dental free, and you get free eye tests as well.
Well, I think your age comes into it as well.
But but I'm not at retirement age yet, though, am I?
Well, no.
But while I take levothyroxine, I'm exempt from paying for prescriptions, wigs. I can get if chemotherapy. You know what I mean? But it's all wrong. I mean, it's like this thing that's come in with vets. They've price capped, the treatment that for vets, because there were extortionate prices.
I mean, it'll be financing monthly payments on Vets Mercedes. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, some as I say, it's. I think they should do that with NHS dentists.
These days, vets are driving onto Civics.
Go out, then. What door's open?
But that's it. That's the thing, Gary. How can I put it? By being an NHS dentist, they're not making enough, so that's why they go private. You know what I mean? That's why there's not many NHS dentists around, because they're not making it pay, you know, on the NHS. Even though the NHS pay them to treat people, if you get me drift. The NHS are paying the dentist to treat the patients, but yeah, they're not paying them enough. But yeah, I've had a tooth out at hospital and all, Stuart. But that was exceptional circumstances. I had like one growing, you know, like palate at top of my mouth. I had one growing through there, and I had to have that took out at the hospital. But the root had actually latched onto my jaw, so they had to go over my teeth, and yeah. Suffice to say, I came out with you know, face like this, where
Like the
she'd been
Elephant Man.
tugging and pulling at it, and you know, she'd give me God knows how many shots of that local anaesthetic.
Oh, that's worse bit, the injection.
And yeah, and she kept giving it me because it were only for the fact that the root of this tooth that was growing out the roof of my mouth had gone across and latched its end to my jaw. So it had attached itself to my jaw. And she says, well, I've got to get it out. I mean, she ran about 4 foot odd. She needed a step.
She like the Sandra Lee of dentists.
Yeah, she was tugging and pulling for ages. And she says, oh, if I can't get it, she says, you're going to have to go home, she says, and I'll have to book you in to come in for general anaesthetic. Oh, God, that's all I need. Anyway, she ended up, she got it, but I'd got stitches all over the place.
Oh.
But yeah, it wasn't a very good experience. And then they come, right? They come with these, I don't think paracetamol or what it were, and a glass of water. And she says, just take these before you go. And I says, I can't fucking speak mine, you know. So anyway, she went away and she got some of these dissolvable. Anyway, they were
like Alka-Seltzer or something.
Hi, Prob, how are you?
Hi, Prob.
And yeah, I says, I don't know. I says, I can't feel my face, let alone, you know, take these tablets. So she went away and she must have put them in like dissolvable form, and she come back with a straw. So I'm there with this.
You're in better with a drip.
But yeah.
Feeding tube down your throat.
This is the thing, bro. You know, I'm 63 years old. I've had a lot of life experience, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean, it's just a master principle that, you know, why I refuse to pay something when I shouldn't have to, because the medication that I'm on exempts me from everything. You know, it's all wrong. You should be able to go to any dentist or a dentist. Oh, not have to wait ages for treatment, for basic treatment. This is the thing, it's basic treatment, you know, and having to go searching high and low for an NHS dentist.
Yeah, if people kept their appointments, you wouldn't have this problem.
But yeah, you know what I mean? It's terrible. I mean, where we live, at one point, we've got doctors. They were a dentist. You know what I mean? And the fact of the matter is, the dentist is now closed down.
Do you know where Park Grange is? Tram lines.
Yeah.
Where tram stop is.
Yeah.
And then flats opposite there. When I was a kid growing up here, there was a shopping centre there. And they knocked all that down. Still flats on it.
That's it. But yeah, it's terrible trying to get dental treatment. I mean, there's sort of certain situations where you'd have to look at it as an emergency. You know what I mean? Like Gary said, he'd got an abscess on his tooth. Nobody should have to put up with an abscess on the tooth without being treated. But, I mean, it don't matter whether it's one of your back teeth or your front teeth or whatever, Gary. You should be able to go and get treatment. You know what I mean? And it's all wrong. It's, I mean, to me, I don't know whether anybody agrees with me. It's a basic human right. One, to have a GP and be able to get an appointment. Two, to get a dentist and receive treatment. Do you want to try it first? It's a string tied to it.
First and I'll follow.
No. But yeah, you know what I mean? To me, dental treatment and GP, getting an appointment with your GP.
Well, we should still be registered, but that one up.
That the one at Low Edges?
Yeah.
I think it's changed hands a few times. But, I mean, before we moved here, we went to dentists regularly. But obviously, because there ain't one local, and you ring up and, oh, sorry, we're only accepting private patients. And it's all wrong to me. But, in part, I'm lucky because I've still got my own teeth. Yeah, I've got a few broken ones here and there dotted about, but they don't give me any trouble, let's say. When I'm one of the lucky ones. I mean, I'm nearly 64 and still got my own teeth. That's it. You see, that's another thing, Stuart. You know what I mean? You would think all dentists would have the amenities for a disabled patient. Yeah. I mean, this is what I've always said, Gary. I says, the minute that these front teeth start falling out, then I'll be, straight getting some dentures. I'm not... that's one thing that if these go, then, yeah, I'll be straight to the dentist, getting a pair of dentures. Oh, pardon me. But
I just think there's quite a few not here tonight.
That's it.
A few notable absences. The topic of
I'm just looking up. There's one here, and it says They managed to get an appointment within 24 hours.
Ooh, what's this? Oh dear. I think Kevin Keegan might be featuring in the obituaries in the not too distant future.
I know he's got stage 4 cancer, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
Where's School Road, baby?
Yorkshire. They were
I know it's
Donnyborn, so it's
in
Yorkshireman.
Yorkshire.
Yeah.
It's a School
Imagine
Road,
it's-
Sheffield, S10 1. It says 1.4 mile away.
1.4 mile away, Bob. That's right.
He's 75.
I don't know where School Road. I've probably driven down it, but I don't know.
Abbeydale Road Family Dental.
So I think he's not long for this world, unfortunately.
Yeah, I kid you not, Stuart. I'm just saying.
Future RIP.
It says that, see you later, Jason. I managed to get an appointment within 24 hours. That's one of our.
Oh, sorry, Jason. I never saw you. Hi and bye, Jason. At least he's still alive.
Yeah, I seen something earlier on, Gary, that might interest you. Yeah, look, Gary, a Spitfire 50p coin. So there you go. And it says this year marks the 90th anniversary of the legendary Supermarine Spitfire. So,
Yeah.
and it's got old Charlie Boy on bike.
Somebody was a naughty boy. But I think we might have discussed that. Nicola Sturgeon's strange husband.
But you're not telling me he turns up with a camper van and she don't know nothing about it.
Well,
I think if Chris turned up on our doorstep with a camper van, I'd be asking questions.
or a Porsche. Or a big Mercedes S-Class.
Yeah, I'm afraid so, Stuart. It's got Charlie's. Well, I think it's got his. That Nicola Sturgeon, her husband, bought a camper van. I says, "You're telling me she didn't know nothing about it?" When he turns,
Probably slept in it.
when he turns up, we.
Oh shit! Is he on about? But Stuart. I wonder what Stuart was on about. He's on about coins, isn't he?
Yeah, them 50.
Well, he's the current monarch.
But whichever way you look at it, it's going to have his thing on back.
Saying that, Edward VIII's reign was so short there were very few coins minted. But he broke with tradition because the reason he faced the same way as his dad, so that you could see his parting. So it was better that he abdicated. But I wonder what. Well, he's
they've all got. I mean, whichever way you look at it, I mean, if you're a collector, you're a collector, Stuart. Whether it's got his ugly mush on back, makes no difference.
Well, he's a rightful monarch. No matter what you think of him.
All the coins nowadays, the commemoration ones will have his face on it. But
he's only been in job less than 5 years.
You know, I mean, he's had his own health. You know, I mean, I
Yeah.
look at it this way: it were next in line anyway, so there's no we can do about it. But there's one thing for sure, Stuart: Camilla will never be queen. Never, ever be queen. Even though they call her the queen,
Well,
she's
Queen,
not.
like it's like Queen Consort, isn't it?
She'll never be queen in my eyes.
Yeah, but the old thing with Diana was it was under pressure to produce a hair because he'd already hit 30 at Charles 48. Yeah, yeah, he was in his 30s.
I won't be buying one of them either,
He was in his
Stuart.
30s, so it were under pressure to
That's it. That's all he
find a
wanted
wife.
Diana for, was to produce
Yeah,
produce an
well,
heir to throw.
because I remember, because was it Charles said after Harry were born, says, right, your job is done. You've produced a hair and a spare.
That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you
And
know,
see, Gary, so is a certain prophet.
once she'd produced him two children. That were it. She were a spare part and all, and it's you know he he wanted to be with Camilla, and she'd done what he'd married her for, and the way he treated her.
But Camilla was the one he truly loved, but he couldn't marry her at the time.
But the thing is, it paved the way for him to marry her once Diana were bumped off.
Yeah, but that was quite some time after she'd gone.
But I can't wait for William to be king.
Well, he's next,
Yeah, William.
and he's got plans. He's got plans.
The thing is like from the next generation.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? He'll have all these new ideas.
yeah,
As Charles is at old fort. You know what I mean? But I think once something happens to Charles and William is made the king,
Get Harry as king of
Yeah.
the party all night.
the tide will turn, so to speak, because he's got a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of modern ideas.
He's definitely got ideas. He knows what he wants to do.
Yeah,
He's got plans.
but
He's definitely got plans. But
I mean, such as Princess Anne, she was never going to be queen,
no, she was way down.
and other,
Oh, Andrew
yeah,
Mount.
there were no chance in hell he were ever going to be king.
No, Edward.
And this is the thing. When Charles happens to Charles, it goes to William, and then if anything happens to him, it goes to George.
Yep.
And as the it. This is the thing as well, Gary. They can't help what family they're born into, and it's same way anybody on this earth. You can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family.
Yep, that's true. And money doesn't buy you happiness, but it lets you choose your own form of misery.
But anyway, yeah, it's it's very true what they say. Yeah, you can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family.
Yeah.
Oh, what's it doing now, Stuart?
Oh, mine's all right.
But yeah,
Saying that I'm back at home on my fibre broadband, so no problems this end. And I've got it to myself pretty much.
but yeah, at the end of the day, they can't help the family that they're born into.
Yeah. wonder,
I mean, yes, as of late, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding the royal family. And I think that's one of the reasons why Charlie Boy wanted to strip him of his title and everything, saying, well, look, there's no to do with us now.
Distancing from it all.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, I think that was the thing behind stripping him of his titles. You know,
he might have to do an Edward VIII, going to exile.
He said he weren't coming up on panel till Saturday. He were only coming up on panel on Saturdays. Suppose he's around somewhere, Gary. Let's go searching for him. But anyway, some as I say, you know, we unfortunate in the fact that we have got a monarchy and the rules. You see, this is the thing as well, and this is what I've always said. Before Diana met Charles, she was a bit on chubby side. Now, when they got married, she went really, really thin. And Kate's gone the same way. Since she's been married to William, I've seen more fat on a chip. You know what I mean? And I think
she had cancer scare, did Kate?
Well, yes, she did have cancer, but even before that, she was still thin. Yeah. And I think, Charlie had a word in a shell light and said, well, look, you're married to my son. We don't have any frumpy, chubby girls marrying my sons. You know what I mean?
Or what about Sarah Ferguson? She was no lightweight.
But yeah.
Yeah, Stuart. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, because I know
that is one member of the royal family. Edward and what's her name? Sophie.
Prince Edward and Sophie. Yeah.
Yeah. They've not been in the spotlight very much at all. No. The kids have grown up to be, well, normal kids, if you know what I mean, as normal as they can be, but they've not been in the spotlight. You know what I mean? I don't think I'd seen him for years until the Queen died and he attended a funeral. You know what I mean? I hadn't seen anything of either of them. To me, Edward and Sophie are more down to earth than any royals. But yeah, it's and I think that's the way he likes it. I think he's one of these royals that don't like being in the spotlight. And some people are like that. They don't like the spotlight.
No.
But I mean, look at Queen. How long she reigned.
Actually, Prince Edward is actually the Duke of Edinburgh. He made Duke of Edinburgh. You have to.
His mum passed.
His dad.
Ah, right.
Or was it?
Ah. Well, I'm talking about the Charlie's brother, Edward. Isn't that him that had abdicated?
Edward VIII was the one that abdicated it was 90 years ago.
No, I mean Edward. Were it Mrs. Simpson?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, he wanted to marry an American divorcee.
Yeah, he wanted to. Well, as they put it, a commoner.
Yeah, well, she was American, and plus the fact she'd been divorced twice, and both ex-husbands are still alive, so that was considered big no-no back then. Absolute big fat no-no. So It was,
But I mean, it's like this. I mean, yeah, I know Charles, once Diana died, he married Camilla. But, I mean, they should be able to choose their own partners, wives, spouse, whatever you want to call them. Whether they're commoners or whether they,
well, Diana definitely wasn't a commoner.
well,
Because her dad was
yeah.
Earl Spencer's. Because Diana's brother, hi Joel.
Hi, Joel. But yeah, you know what I mean. It is.
But she was part of Earl Spencer's. Because her brother's a current Earl Spencer.
Edward abdicated in 1936.
That's correct.
And they married her and went to live in America.
Yeah, got married to his to Wallis Simpson, and they went all over. Well, they reckon he could have been a Nazi sympathiser because Hitler welcomed him with open arms. So make of that what you will.
But I wouldn't like to think that they were telling me I couldn't marry. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like that says, the world was a different place 90 years ago. Nearly said 100 years ago.
And you've got to follow this rule, and you've got to follow that rule, and
yep.
And look at that. Weren't she one of Fergie's dresses or something, and she murdered a boyfriend? That created a bit of a sensation, didn't it?
Well, what about Fergie's old man? He was a bit of a naughty boy.
I'm on about that. Jane Andrews, her name were, and she battered him to death with a cricket bat. That didn't bode well with, Fergie's. But anyway, there's been a lot of how can I put it? Been a lot of sensations and wrongdoings and blah blah blah.
It's been going on throughout history.
Yeah, all these rumours, etc.
Well, I reckon Richard III could have murdered the princes in the Tower, one of which was Edward V.
Well, look at Henry VIII.
Well, he just.
How many wives did he have?
Yeah. And beheaded two of them. No, two of them, no.
Yeah, but I mean, this is the thing.
He beheaded three of them.
Okay, then see you later, Stuart. But, being king, he thought he could do whatever he wanted. And when
he beheaded two of them.
Yeah, when there were no further use to him, that were it. Yeah. He chopped the heads off.
It's all because he wanted a son, a male heir.
But
don't you think Prince Harry resembles Henry VIII? I think there's a resemblance there between.
If Henry VIII his dad, are you?
No, but you can see the resemblance, so it's been passed down through the genes.
Oh, that's it then.
Because royals can trace their ancestry right back to William the Conqueror. Or Billy
Boy. He had 6, but he wasn't picky. No, that were obvious. That was Stuart.
He divorced the first one, beheaded number 2, number 3 died, number 4 was divorced, number 5 were beheaded, and number 6 outlived him.
There you go.
Because I remember it: divorce, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. That's how I remember the order of their fates. I can't remember which one were who.
You know what I mean? It's something when the supposed king of your country, treats his wives like, yesterday's trash. You know what I mean?
Oh, and of course he took the monasteries for himself as well.
But you know what I mean? They wouldn't even dream of doing out like that nowadays.
No. such is the
Mind you,
world.
having said that, I mean, there's a bit of controversy about Diana, but hey ho, that's
But,
you know what
but
I mean.
the fact that I think Prince Harry resembles Henry VIII is proof that Charles is his biological father. That's good enough for me.
William looks more like Charles than what Harry does.
Well,
So
William does, but
he's a mini me Charles.
I can see
Bless him.
resemblance between Harry and Henry VIII.
You know what I mean? I mean, and look at I don't know how old William is. Is he about 40?
He's in his 40s, yeah. He was born in
Old
82, so he's
already.
44. Oh, yeah. Yep.
You know, when well, I mean, he's been going bald for a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah.
It's in the genes. So he's definitely Charles's. Not so sure about Harry, but hey ho.
Yeah, I'd say definitely with Harry, because he...
I mean, they say, who was that polo player that everybody keeps saying that's his dad? Hewitt.
James Hewitt.
James Hewitt, that's it.
Yeah.
I knew it was Hewitt. I couldn't remember his first name.
Yeah. I remember all that. What? He was a nickname Squidgy or something.
But this is the thing. I mean, they're all saying because he got ginger hair, it could like skip generations.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, when I were a kid, I was proper ginger, but none of my parents were ginger. It just went in on my mum's side of family that they were ginger there, if you know what I mean. No, Butler a bit. Yeah. Not the Butler. He batted for the other side, Gary. If you know what I mean. No. Yeah. He's married to a man, the Butler. He were a polo player, I think. I'm not sure. And supposedly she had a thing with him.
Yeah, a cavalry officer in the army was a James Hewitt. I was looking at his Wikipedia article. But he said that Harry been born by the time the affair had started.
Yeah, it's 68.
But Diana reckon that.
Now, don't you think Harry's got a look of him about him?
No, I'm going with the Henry VIII comparison. But Diana reckons the red hair's from the Spencer side.
That's it.
So, yeah, it's the way the genes go.
And it don't look like he's ever married.
James Hewitt.
68.
Yep.
James Lifford Hewitt is a retired cavalry officer in the British Army.
Yeah.
Came to the public attention in the mid-90s after he disclosed an affair with Diana, Princess of Wales, while she was still married to then Prince Charles. Yeah, but I look at it this way. What's good for goose is good for gander. If Charlie were still, you know. Yes, you're right, Gary. I've just checked.
Yeah.
Not be going on for much longer because my
No.
stomach's doing
Oh,
somersaults.
just gone 11.
Yeah, and my stomach's doing just somersaults, and I think I need, Anyway, so I will see you all tomorrow on the baking live stream. Thank you for rescuing me tonight, partners.
No problemo.
And I will
At the
see
service.
you tomorrow on the baking.
Is it just
Right,
you doing baking, or
hey?
is it just you doing baking tomorrow?
Yeah. Yes, just me, myself, and I.